as known as the Lash Babe. Hence, her lashes hit the top of her eyebrows. If you haven't seen, you got to check her out. She has amazing lashes. Also, she is full-time in the military, Air Force, which I love the Air Force. 40 years between my dad and my husband, Air Force, go Air Force. Super proud of her. She is a innovator in the 365 movement. She's been in there from day one, doing the thing. Yes, Laurie, thank you for your service. Doing the thing, she's in there every day. And what else can I say? But she is someone that I'm super excited to let everyone know more about. Laurie, could you let us know a little bit more about you before I forget?
Yes. And did I have a choice of saying yes?
You sure did.
You just sent me the graphic. It's kind of a voluntold.
Leaders always stand up and go with it.
Yes. So my name is Laurie Manchester. I was born and raised in Vermont. Yes, that is part of the US. We're not in Canada. Um, a lot of people don't realize we are actually a whole state. I am married to my husband. This coming June will be 7 years, total together for almost 13. We have three great kids. They are 16, soon to be 14 and 11. The two older ones are my bonus kids. I've helped raise them since they were 4 years old and 20 months old, so they don't remember life without me. And then we have our 11-year-old. I serve as an active duty member with the Vermont Air National Guard. I love it. I'm going on over 13 years at this point. So, um, every day is a new thing there. So I'm always busy. Um, and I love it.
Thank you, Laurie. And something else you may not know about her. This girl can do a headstand like nobody else.
Handstand.
I handstand. And I don't know if you've ever seen her, but wow.
Yeah, I was a competitive gymnast for 16 and a half years. So
Wow.
I'm gonna try and be able to do my handstand for as long as I can. So every time we're on vacation, like that's like my thing to do is to do a handstand either on the beach or the like side of the pool. And I even have people where like if I'm going on vacation, they're like, don't forget your handstand picture.
Exactly. If you're not following Laurie, go follow her. You'll see all the cool pictures. So, Laurie, we're going to jump right into the questions. I have 4 questions selected just for you. So, question number 1, what was the defining moment that shifted you from simply building a business to becoming a true leader others wanted to follow?
This is a hard question. I don't know what that like shift was. I do know that once I stopped trying to have my lives and stuff be perfect. Like when I first started, I didn't want my kids to make noise in the hallway. My door was shut. Like I didn't want interruptions. Like everything had to be perfect. Like I had deleted lives before because my boys were fighting out in the hall. And I think a lot of it shifted when I let that authenticity come through of like my life can be a hot mess sometimes. I'm a busy mom with three kids. And so people could relate to me more. And I feel like that kind of helped me open up. And another like trigger, I was thinking back to my time of doing this. And I realized one of the times, like a while back, I was in the bathroom at one of our military balls. And I had a couple women come up to me and they're like, "Oh, you're the one that does makeup on Facebook. I watch you all the time." And so it made me realize like how many people do I have silently watching that don't comment, that don't like. And so it kind of just gave me a little bit of a boost of like, oh, I actually like am making an impact on people and like helping them in a way, even if I didn't realize I did. Because I started this to actually help myself. And then it kind of snowballed. And I actually, this past military, had two young girls. One was just staring at me and couldn't place me, and I was talking, and she finally goes, "Oh, you're the one that does the video." She's like, "I knew your voice, but I couldn't place you." So, like, you never know who is watching and who you might be impacting their life, and you're just, so I just say show up. And
Yeah, I love that. And you are very authentic. I see you, you get on lives and your kids are walking in the back of you and you keep going. And that's showing up truly authentic as yourself. So I agree. I think that was a great question. You answered it well. Thank you. Okay, question number two. In a world full of distractions, what daily disciplines have helped you stay aligned, focused, and consistently growing?
my life's a crazy mess every day. There are just some non-negotiables like fueling your body with purpose. Now that we have the Life 360, totally different device, the 365 challenge, now making sure you move your body, like making non-negotiables, doing personal development to kind of help your mindset. I have a 2-hour commute 4 days a week unless it's drill, and then I have those 2 extra days. Um, so just doing that and protecting that quiet time you have with yourself, because it's not selfish to have to like have quiet time and do something for yourself. Like that's how I started this whole thing was I was unknowingly in postpartum, and I had 30 minutes to myself and I started doing lives, and that allowed me to, I would call it my mommy's end, which is funny because did not start with this company. So the fact that it's like kind of full circle a little bit of we have a Zen mascara and like you call me the lash babe. So it's just, it really kind of just makes me feel like I'm home with this company. Um, and just, yeah, like protect those quiet times. And if I don't guard those kind of habits, like it's just gonna, my life's gonna be even crazier than it is. And it's just consistency over perfection. Um, I try and be as consistent as I can. I I don't go live every day because like I said, I'm getting up super early. I have to be out my door by a certain time because I have that hour commute. I work a 10-hour day. Um, so it's just little habits that are just non-negotiables.
Yeah, well said. I mean, busy, obviously, with the
And it's
military
baseball
and that.
season,
Yeah.
so it's even like I left work and Lucas and I passed each other because he was on his way to pick up Boston. I had to like stay the rest of John's practice, so it just divide and conquer.
Exactly. And I've even seen you when you have to be out the door at like 5 or 6, you're up at what, 4:30 doing a live
Yeah.
before you go out the
I
door.
mean, even Saturday for our accountability, I'm supposed to go on at 8, but I had drill this past weekend. So drill is military training for those of you who aren't aware. So um, at least 1 weekend a month we train over the weekend, so we don't get a break really. And so I wanted to make sure I was here for the team, for the accountability call. So I got on before 6 o'clock just to make sure like that live was done, and then I had a long day.
Amazing, amazing. And I forgot to mention that Laurie has been with pharmacy coming up in June. She's celebrating her 2nd year here. So coming up. All right, question number three. What advice would you give to the woman who knows she's meant for more, but is still battling fear, doubt, or inconsistency?
Do it before you're ready. Do it scared. Um, I talked about this in one of the other trainings that I recently did, and I was too scared to go live when I first started. I would pre-record me doing makeup in the bathroom, which had like the worst lighting you could ever think of, sitting on the floor. Um, and I would do my makeup, and then if I liked it, I would then load it. And then when I finally started going live, I actually set the privacy to only me. So, yes, I was live, but if I wasn't comfortable or heaven forbid my kids make a noise or something, I didn't have to change the privacy. The video would just be for me. So I finally just was like, I need to bite the bullet and just go live. And that's when I really kind of flourished in this industry of like, oh, like people are asking me questions, and it's not just me trying to talk about who knows what because I don't have someone interacting. Like so it's going to be scary. You're going to mess up. I've looked back on my lives before and I called a concealer, a contour, like we're human. We mess up on words. Who cares? And that's a lot of stuff that stems from like what I mentioned before is personal development. Doing personal development, changing your mindset, really learning to not care what people think about you. And I say that lightly. Of course, you're going to care certain people's opinion, but like the trolls or the people who are like, "Oh my God, she goes live." They're not filling my bucket. They're not paying my bills. They're not what makes me happy. So just do it. And if it makes you happy, just do it. Don't worry about other people's opinion or what they are thinking. Like, do it for you.
Absolutely. That's what you just made me reflect back to 2 years ago. My previous company, I never went live. I just did posts, never went
Yeah.
live. And when I joined, Jen said, you can do it. Go
hmm
live.
Now I
And
love it.
I remember going live, and I'm not gonna lie, my knees were shaking, my voice was shaking. I was so scared. And now I just jump on. It becomes a habit.
It
You,
does. And it's
you
kind of
just,
like, it's so funny because I'm not a public speaker. Like, I don't even know how many people are on here right now just because I was like, you saw my meme of like Sheldon breathing into the bag of being
yeah,
nervous. Like, I'm not a public speaker. I'm a very chatty social butterfly. But when people are like actually focusing on what I'm saying, I'm like, oh gosh. And I like freeze up more. So going live now, just
yeah, you do it all the time. And, that's part of doing the things that are uncomfortable is
yeah,
stepping up as a leader. How many times have you seen me um, put mascara all over my eye or something isn't blended out? I mean,
I've
all
left the house without something blended out. I
I
didn't
know.
realize it until that evening. My husband had recorded my daughter and I singing in the car, and I was like, why does my like chin contour look so weird? So like I turned on the light and I was like, is this blended? And he's like, no. I'm like, you've been with me all day long and you didn't tell me?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, I didn't
I,
notice. I'm like,
yeah,
oh, I'm sure other people did. Oh, she sells makeup and look how wonky her makeup is.
no, I do that all the time, all the time. Okay. And number four. Legacy over likes. When people look back on your leadership journey, what do you hope they remember the most about you?
This is a hard question. I definitely do. I'd rather have that over likes. I've never been huge into like, oh my God, I have to like get so many likes and stuff like that. I would just want people to know like I support them and I hope I've made an impact of a piece of advice I've given or showing my own faults. And I think opening up in different ways and showing women about being vulnerable. I'm not going to talk about it because I'll start crying. But like knowing when moms have sick kids and like we're all here for each other.
It's true. Yes. Thank you for being so open about that. But that is the truth, just like Erica said. Yeah.
Yeah, because what I didn't share before is like my son was born, and what started me in this industry was my son was born with a rare medical condition. It's very like I think 6 kids in our whole state have it. Um, he just got to make a wish from it. He's not terminal. They changed their mission a couple years ago to children who have life-threatening chronic conditions. Um, so he just got to make a wish, and I was losing myself. I was so focused on taking care of not only being a new mom, but taking care of my baby. And it was a different, obviously, you're trying to keep your kid alive, but like mine was on a completely different scale. His condition's so rare, like, not a lot of doctors even know what this condition is. So we were just on 110% survival mode. He had 4 major surgeries the first 2 years of his life, constantly getting blood work, hospitalizations. Um, and my mother-in-law, the saint that she is, kept telling me, don't lose Laurie. And I didn't know who that was at this point. And I got introduced to makeup. I was never really a big makeup person. I wasn't allowed to wear it till I was 17. And it was just like the basic like foundation, mascara, whatever. Um, and my friend introduced me to this makeup, and it allowed me to have that break. And like baby was with dad, he was getting taken care of, and I could just relax and have 30 minutes to myself. So, and we never were open about that until a couple years ago when he got his wish granted. And he actually was like, no, like, I want you to start talking about it. We never posted it online before because it's not ill intent, but people are sometimes ignorant. We'd get things like, oh, maybe he'll grow out of it. No, you optimism, yes, but that's not the case. And so we're very private. So I think too, by the last couple years of us being so open about it has helped other moms who are in similar situations realize it's not being selfish to take time for yourself. It's a necessity. And so I think that is one of the things that I most want to be remembered by is like, I see you, I support you, and we're here for you, and like you can do it.
Thank you for being so open and sharing that story. And if you don't know, he did get Make-A-Wish. They just went on the trip. Where again? I'm the
We went to the
Bahamas.
Bahamas. So it
Yeah.
was all 5 of us, all expenses paid. We were there from Sunday to Friday. We got to do interactions with the dolphins. We went to an island that had pigs. Um, he is a daredevil, which terrifies me because it's so hard not being a helicopter parent, especially with him having his condition. He decided to do the leap of faith slide, which is the description is virtually vertical. It's a 60-foot drop. You get down it in 3 seconds, and he just ran up and did it himself. Like,
Wow.
this kid's crazy.
Yeah. Trip of a lifetime. Thank you for
It really
sharing.
was. Yeah.
Yeah. I appreciate you opening up and sharing with everyone today. Um, okay. And then I was going to also add in what goal, Laurie, do you have in place for the remainder of 2026?
Survive. No, I'm really looking forward. I really want to hit director for like business wise, but just continue to grow my team. Be there for our teams and do trainings. And then just a personal goal is just enjoy life with my family. It's way too short. We never know if we have tomorrow, so I want to enjoy every minute that we have.
Good answer. Thank you. Okay, and I have a couple of speed round questions for you. Okay, hustle or balance?
I think balance because my life is already such a hustle that I have to balance out of like work, kids, myself, my husband. So like learning to like try and keep in the military, we have four pillars, and one of them means something physical, mental health. I don't know the other two. I do, but I don't. And like trying to keep the top all balanced.
Like Jen just said, the 365 balance.
Yeah.
Okay, mountain retreat or beach resort?
Beach resort.
I knew it. I thought she is that beachy girl.
I don't like
Okay,
the sand. I just like the hot tropical weather.
weather. Yeah,
Sand just gets everywhere.
that's because you live in Vermont.
Yeah, we just had snow like a couple weeks ago.
Wow, crazy. Okay, and the third, risk or comfort?
As much as I love to sit at comfort, like you sometimes just gotta risk it. That's what makes you grow. That's what makes you learn maybe a fault to become a strength. Like we gotta learn our weaknesses to be able to get stronger.
Amen. I love that. Yes, I agree 100%. And I really appreciate you coming on tonight, sharing with us. I hope all of you got to know a little bit more about Laurie. So this is always exciting, spotlighting a leader and them saying yes to coming on because it's not easy being on the other side.
Nope, it's really it's really not.
But you did amazing. You did
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you for
And
the opportunity.
And I want to leave everybody with this. I try to leave with a note. So, leadership requires you to get uncomfortable at times and step up to the moment you're called upon to hire. The real question is with how will you respond to an opportunity for growth and purpose are standing when it's standing in front of you. Because leaders don't wait for the right moment, they choose to stand up and rise anyway. Ask yourself, are you ready? And with that, I want to thank everyone for allowing me this platform, Amber and Jennifer. I really appreciate all of you and thank you. Oh, thank you, Amber. I'll hand it over to you. I don't know if you
Thank you.
want to close it out.
You did great. Like I am so inspired. Laurie, your story is you need to tell that to the world. Like I will get this up on YouTube so you can share it, you can put it in your stories, you can make reels from it. But thank you guys for being on and
Thank
thank you
you.
again Clara for an amazing interview. And Laurie, you're a badass. Don't forget
Thanks.
it. Bye ladies.
Bye, everyone.